Hello, and welcome back to Dungeon Delving episode I Don't Know. After last week, we have completed Scarlet Monastery Cathedral. Do not inquire about Scarlet Halls. Today, or tonight, or now, we are going to venture back to the cathedral. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna go back in time. Now, how do you go back in time? During Hollow's End, you can get the Scarlet Key, or Ancient Scarlet Key. Do you have it with me? I do not. And this will, if you have it, and you interact with the old keyring, this gives you a buff that lets you enter the old Scarlet Monastery dungeons. The scaling is the same, loot's the same. Well, loot's not the same. You get the old loot, which is partially unfortunate, largely. Yeah. It is actually the old Scarlet Monastery with a couple updated items. A couple of the mail stuff has been updated to plate. And the Scarlet set is now available both in mail and plate. If you haven't got the Scarlet key during Hollow's End, it is tradable. You can ask anyone with access to just run through library, get another key, send it to you. You can buy it in an auction house. It's usually quite cheap. And that's just it. That's all you need to do. Now we're going to ignore the enemies out there. And we're gonna head into... Is that library or is that... No, that's library. We're gonna start with graveyard. Or is that graveyard? I never can remember. That is indeed graveyard, yes. Of course, Scarlet Monastery does not have a dungeon journal entry, so you can't see the loot. So if you want to know what's dropping there, you actually have to check Wowhead. They have a good article on how to unlock it and what loot drops. So, as it is an old dungeon, spoiler, it's really easy but really annoying, because there is a lot of trash going on. Oh, I'm almost out of sharpening stones. Well, okay. When that runs out, I'll just buy new ones. Also, this is not going to be one dungeon for all four, because... Just going busy here. Because it takes a while. It takes a while, so we're going to do graveyard and library. And either the armory and cathedral together or separate. Depends. Armory is very, very long, so bear with me here. Anyway, let's start. Graveyard is really easy because you start out with normal mobs.
I need to get closer.
And the enemies really do not hit hard. Like the Scarlet sentries. Okay, let's skip the normal mobs. We have Torturers and Scryers. Scryers will Shadow Bolt you for 120 damage. But it's easy to LOS this. Torturer does... Oh, do an Immolate? Okay, they're basically warlocks, right? Immolate, Shadow Bolts. You get interrupted. It do not have like a really huge amount of health. I even think, and I'm gonna check on this. That's 8,000 health. No, that's 8,000. That's also 8,000 health. In the original version, of course, the cloth wearers, the squires and everything used to have less health and less armor, and now it's all like evened out, so that's fine. It's got more torturers that just do melee damage. They probably are rogue-ish, so can backstab maybe. There's the boss. And there is a Horde NPC. I have not checked on Horde whether this NPC actually is interactable or like, you know, part of anything. Ooh, oh, lock chest. Sad. And he got some suffering victims. That was originally the Horde quest that would send you in to talk to or rescue for Sengots. Used to do that once, I think. Anyway, it's just more scryers and more torturers. What am I doing? Just gonna grab him up. She's gonna AoE them down. It's gonna be fine. Oh, look at this. Like, all these mobs, they just do... melee damage. It is insane. You can also do some... Okay, so... Vicious though, right? What he does, he casts Shadow Word Pain on you. Or on himself if you reflect it. And that's pretty much it. Like, the bosses are very easy. Very, very easy. Let's put on some music, why not? Also, enemies can actually run out of mana, which is a rare sight nowadays. And the voice lines are doubled. That is, which is absolutely odd. Hey, get over here. So again, is that a 5k crit? Wait, how did I... What did I do to crit 5? Ooh, a torching poker. That was a lost transmog, I think. Yes, I already got it, because I cleared that before. So, what is actually aggroing onto me? It's Sage's gloves with a quick blade. Unfortunately, or, well, kind of obviously, the... Oh, it's these guys, okay. This guy also used to be PvP flagged, so he would actually PvP flag you if you hit him. Now, the suffering victims do put up quite a fight. But as I was saying, the BOEs that can drop are not like, you know, old BOEs, except for a couple like quote-unquote zone-specific ones that got brought back. So don't get like, oh, I'm gonna get the BOEs off the bear or something. That's not happening. That's just a couple, many tortures, very many scryers, and the interrogator that does the Shadow Word Pain, and that's the extent of the mechanics, right? Don't forget, this was a... Man, what was the level on that? Like 27-ish for Graveyard? It's been quite a while since I did that. So, that's the second part, and here, that is very interesting. This, if you want to get a lot of all the items, this may take you a lot of runs. Because the Graveyard can spawn 3 or 4 different rare bosses. But let's focus first on on the normal enemies, we have Anguished Death with the Veil of Shadows at 50% Mortal Strike ability. Well, Veil of Shadows ability, I mean, it's very common. We have groups of Unfettered Spirits, which do nothing. Nothing. The idea behind it, I think, was that you don't have a lot of like AoE abilities at that level when you're going into graveyard, so that's why you have these groups, right? Now you need a mage, you need a hunter with multi-shot. Ooh, Haunting Phantasm does summon illusionary phantasms with a lot of health, apparently, but they do despawn after being hit. So basically, the thought behind it is, I guess, like you see, oh, it has like a lot of health, more health than the mob here, and it's gonna like hit you and whatever. But then you hit it like actively. Thorns did not. The thorns damage did not despawn them. You actually had to like hit them at least with a cleave. That's pretty much everything there is. We got more Anguished Death.
I'm out of range.
Did we get any rarers here? That's it. Not looking. Oh. Now, the Mortal Strike does not seem to... No, does not stack. It only gets 250% health. So if you got two of them on you, it... Oh wait, no. It might be that it actually halves. The halves it goes like minus 75% effectively. Which is quite interesting. I had never really thought about that way, to be honest. So two of these... Oh, there's one. Two of these Mortal Strike abilities, where one halves it to 50% effectiveness, and the other one halves it again to 25% effectiveness. That's actually kind of cool. Here we have one of the rare bosses. They don't have a lot of health. They can drop some cool stuff. Ooh, a Call of the Grave. It does. Oh, it's like a Curse of Doom. Oh, and a Soul Siphon. Leeches health. No, don't leech my health, you asshole. So how much damage does it do? Nothing. It did nothing. Good news! Curse of Doom does nothing. No, it does nothing. Or did it? No! No. 32 shadow. Oh man. 64 and it hit me for 32 because of Ignore Pain? Did I add that up? I don't know. Anyway, we got a Necrotic Wand, which actually not that bad. Like, it's alright. Now, I'm not sure if multiple rares can spawn in one ID, but you can quite easily check, right? It's not that hard. Now, in the new graveyard, of course, you got the boss should be right here, and there's the door towards Cathedral. Is it Cathedral? Yeah, it's Cathedral. Here, the boss is actually down the... what do you call it? Down the mausoleum. You know what? I just love this Thorns talent. It's just like, break yourselves upon my body. Also, you can get a lot of like, well, some like grave moss here and King's Blood. But even the newer graveyard also has like all the grave moss. Down here we have more Anguished Dead with the healing reduction, we have more Unfettered Spirits with nothing, and the Haunting Phantasm. That's gonna... Yeah, immediately despawns after hit it once with Revenge. So I suppose this could be a bit of a problem. I don't know, no, I actually think I'm gonna go out on a limb here, right? And say anyone can solo this dungeon. This is the absolute easiest dungeon you can imagine. Okay, you get the healing reduction. But like, put one like power word shield on it. Do like, you know, one man pet, right? It's like, well, no, wait, man pet would be blocked, right? Like this is probably the easiest dungeon. Like Graveyard is the easiest dungeon in the game. This is easier than RFC, which I mean, which is not hard to say because RFC can be hard. If you follow my Tales of the Calendar Wild series, RFC can be hard if you're like really undergeared. Anyway, we got the Blood Mage Thalnos here. He does a Shadow Bolt for 350 damage. And a Fire Nova for 150 damage. Well, after mitigation, so... How much does it... 16... Okay, like 200 damage tops maybe, right? Shadow Bolt, yeah, 228. What happens if he runs out of mana though? Okay, here I don't need shield block, I can just... Actually, I can put in some wheel slammers. Flame Spike. Ooh. He does have quite a bit of health. It was like 40,000-50,000, but it's like, so he has a Flame Strike, he has a Shadow Bolt, he has a Fire Nova. It deals no damage. Let's face it. Wait, did I always have like? Apparently, yeah. Or I've gotten see a 20 intellect, which is not really good. See, that's the thing with like the old items, right? They're just not very good. They're just not. It's like, the stats are largely just not there, right? It's like, So yeah, apparently you only get at best one rare mob per ID. The ID is between all 4 wings, by the way. So if I cleared all 4 dungeons and I reset, all 4 would be reset because it's technically one dungeon. You can go through that here. Armory, it doesn't look annoying, but it's super annoying. Also, library is like super annoying. Yeah, we're gonna do library now. This very easy dungeon, and I mean, yeah, I did pull the more or less the entire room here because it's not very interesting with the abilities. that were there. Let's kill some rats. But that's really it, right? You could pull like one group at a time, it's fine. You could go there on like a fresh holy priest, I don't know. And you'll be good. So, but since this has been very, very short, and I don't want to leave you guys hanging, library it is. I'm gonna show you that you can even get an infinite amount of keys, like the Scarlet keys. Because already you drop a key drops. However, it is unique, so you can only ever have one. Here we have gallants and adepts. Adepts are basically priests, while the gallants put on all the old Crusader strike. And I think it's the gallants that are like, yeah, you got the heal, you got the holy smite, you got the running away at low health, typical priest. Now the gallants are paladins, like scuffed prot paladins. They do have Crusader strike, which can stack up quite a bit. And it's 25 damage per stack. How high can we stack that? That's the question. No, goes to 5 at most. No. This is... Okay, that's a bit of an issue here. Okay, so the hodges are of course subject to diminishing returns, so don't worry about that. However, there are both pets and these motherfuckers run away, which makes it annoying. But yeah, so basically all holy damage is increased by 125, so that smite does now 200 instead of 25 or something. Insignia cap. Huh. So right now, oh no, it actually does 400 damage. Oh, and without that, it does 178. So very important. If you have one of these fights here, keep him slowed. Keep these guys slowed. And also the fucking... Okay, here we have the Gallant, we have the Beastmaster and the Tracking Hound. Now, luckily Beastmasters and either Beastmaster nor the Hounds do holy damage, so that is not increased. The Crusader Strike Cure specifically implemented, I believe, to be work in kind of synergy. Scorching Wand. Huh. Work in synergy with between the Gallants and the what's called the Adepts. So it's like, you know, the Gallants, they stun you, they put the debuff on you, and then the Adepts hit you for like massive holy damage. Which, I mean, it is, right? It is like 5%, like 5, 6, 7% ish of a max health as a tank. For like a DPS, that would be 10% of health without the mitigation. Yeah, with about 10% health, which is insane. And here we have a couple more Gallants. I do believe the spawns are static, so you always have the same amount of Gallants and Adepts. Thank you for stunning. Now the Gallants do not run away, which is good. Well, I mean, obviously, they're... No, they do run away! Okay, so it's the old thing where all humanoids, or all like, you know, reasonable humanoids run away at low health. That was a thing. Interesting. Now luckily, I think the Gallants are the only enemies in the entire monastery that... Crystal Starfire Medallion. Interesting. Wait, hold on. Shouldn't the BOEs here drop at 135? Wait, that's the first 140, right? Ah, weird. Oh no. That's how it looks, how it feels to be stunned. There you go. Now go stun me, do it. Do it, stun me, Mr. Gallant. Thank you. May I have another? Okay, so tracking hounds, they don't do anything. They're just elite mobs that attack in melee. Beastmasters, that's a bit of a synergy, but I think it's accidental synergy where when you get stunned they go on distance. It's like back in Stockades with one of the gnolls, I think the Plunderers, something. That would net you and then like go on distance between you so they could shoot you from afar. That's kind of like cool design, right? So but by themselves, Beastmasters will not run away because they would... Why would they? They stand and fight. Like they never would go on distance when you are not disabled, so like stunned or rooted. When you're rooted, range shots will go a bit away, but not if you're like able. So I got not more. I can at that. Just interrupt that smite here. Reflect it and then execute. So the enemies themselves, even here, are not hard. Like, maybe some classes you may have to pull back a bit, right? But they're not hard enemies. Only the stuns that are... You may have to look out for the Gallants. Because, yeah.
It's too far away.
Because the stuns can be a bit annoying, especially if you don't have a lot of instant casts. If you have a lot of like spells to cast an instant, then even the stuns after diminishing returns can be annoying. Now on the side here we have our first boss. Also this, just like Scarlet Halls, also has appropriate, well, actually non-appropriate, or are there herbs level appropriate? Fade Leaf, that's like higher level, right? Got the kings, but I think on a new Scarlet Monastery you get like Earthroot or something, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with it. Here we have Houndmaster Loxy. He's scary because he has 3 ads and that's it.
Release the hound!
Now of course the hounds are the same as the ones outside. So all you have to do is mitigate damage. Maybe, I don't know. Let's do your thing, right? The emerald abilities. He does have a Malice Shot which increases... Oh, they have Bloodlust. Oh, that's interesting. he cast Bloodlust on them. That is kind of on point with Handmaster Braun from the new Scarlet Monastery. Yeah, they do get Bloodlust, 30% haste buff. And they do get Battle Shout, increasing their attack bar by 5. And that's it. Oh, wasn't enough. Dog training gloves. Leather. 12 Aggie. Wait, 12? That's +2 over... but 8 less... Ah. Interesting. Interesting. These might be better. Because 2 Aggie is definitely better than 8 secondary stat. I mean, obviously I have 50% disarm duration, but that was on top of any of the other stats. Yeah, interesting. So if you want to squeeze out 2 more agility, there you go. More gallant. That's kind of what's annoying about library, because they will stun you. Stun. Didn't stun me. Reflective heater. Ah, that's a cool shield. Clips a bit on the shoulder pad. That's alright. Oh, there's another one. Can't wait to be stunned. I brought up a demo shout, it's fine. I got in a demo shout, this is fine. Now the stun. So did that... Oh no. They do heal, so... You wanna... I don't know, do you wanna target the Gallants first because of the stuns? I mean, they only get off 1 stun anyway, so you're probably good, right? Chester. And more Gallants, more deaths. Okay, I'm gonna heal up a bit. Still on some more pain because and then yeah, we're Gucci. Oh, had a bit of a brain fart there. Reflect. Oh no, it ran out. Ah, sad life. And there's a monk. Oh, a new enemy. Nice. Okay, I kind of want to kill the adept here. Get away. So, the monk. He punches you a lot. Probably a bit higher attack speeds. And that's it. Infiltrator boots of the Fireflash. So, Chester, what do we got? Scaled leather 23, 27. Okay, it's not like amazing. Scaled leather tunic, silk cloth. Just take everything. I got some space. Alright, so we got now diviners, chaplains, monks somewhere. What do diviners do? They do fireball for 300 damage. The chaplains, they hit me with their stick. Ooh, they do. Oh, and they cast renew. They do cast renew and like damage of the sword, like power shield. They're like, yeah. power, shield, and so they're like... They are my dream spec. They are melee priests. Oh, I actually kind of love that. So they don't smite. They're like melee healing priests. So like holy paladins. But in cloth. Now from what I could tell, they do not have less armor than other mobs, despite being cloth. But you know, stranger things have happened. I'm not gonna use my trinket here, this is fine. Piercing Hull would actually... Is Piercing Hull still a thing? I think... yeah, Mass though gotta be a thing, right? Alright. Like that. Now, Chaplain, did you bring someone to the party? No. Superior gloves, also leather. A keen axe, interesting. Any chesters? No. So, yeah, we got the chaplains, melee priests, we got diviners, are just fire mages. Or well, not even fire mages because they only know fireball. Oh, and we ran out of squirrel stamina. The monks. Oh yeah. Oh, I can tell. They have a high attack speed. So that's probably their shtick. They don't hit as hard, but they hit often. And that's kind of it. We have a diviner and a monk. Select that. Interrupt that. And then we eat one for 200 damage. It's nothing. Now, the old Scarlet Monastery, of course, had quests to go with it, but I don't think any of them are available in the game. Remade available in the game. Because just, you know, the quest givers aren't there yet. Like the Alliance quest giver South Shore. South Shore isn't there anymore. So yeah. Now these are a bit of sketchy rooms. You can pull like a lot here. I'm just gonna go and pull a lot here. There's also another chest. It's nice. That's gonna... Oh yeah, this is a power plant. There are no new enemies here, it's just the same old, same old. Can do some, oh, we have shield block up, so... Now it's gone, we can... Shockwave. That's a bit dicey, I may have overpulled a little. But it's fine, right? Now, I kind of wish I had more haste so that, that's called shield block would have a shorter cooldown, but it is what it is. Battle Forge boots. That's that's male. Oh, that's that set. I know this set. I have seen this before. So, and that's the show. So there were some books. By the way, don't forget that there's still the achievement in the game to read like all the books, or like most of the books. So if you're missing some, always read the ones here. It's like it's a good leeway to get on with it. I have never completed. Now the Chester. So, Wand of Eventide. A nice cloak of Aurora, heavy leather, and 5 silver. Great. Here we have another book, Arthur and the Troll Wars. I'm reasonably certain I've read them all. Hey, I'm reading here. Also there was, I remember there's a mage quest here for a thing, conjure water, for a rank of conjure water. Where you needed one of the books. One day I will complete the book reading achievement. I've only been putting it off for like 16 years. It's fine. Okay, we got the... Oh, and a monk. So with the monks, it's actually very good for me to put up shield block with the Thorns ability. Oh, that was the wrong button. Didn't want to cast Ignore Pain there. Didn't need to for sure. We got the War of the Ancients here. If I remember correctly, the mage book was... I think it's this one or this one. I think it's this one. This one it is, yeah. Remember what it was called? Didn't play a mage back then, but... So. Oh my god. Sparrow effect is literally the greatest sound effect in World of Warcraft. It's just so, right? Oh my god, I love it so much. Thunder Ring of the Fire Flash. Well, it's not very good, but you know, you get the idea. So we got Beyond the Dark Portal. I don't know if just opening it counts for the meta achievement, but for the achievement, but like, even if I'm not reading it, I still do it. Go to the end. So, and just when you think, oh, now the boss is here, right? It's one more room, because that's how old Scarlet Monastery is. There's always one more room. Traveler's Backpack, a 16 slot bag. Yes, Courage of Lordaeron, yes. Anything missed? No. Okay, we have more of everything. Since we're not gonna need the block for the boss, we can just put on the trinket now, clear this out. Ah, throw in a little whirlwind, why not? Throw in another one, why not? This is fine. Now, I'm not worried about the people, the enemies leaving. They are, of course, people. I call them enemies. Well, they're technically not people. They're programs. So, anyway, all those bracers and archer's boots. That's leather, right? Yeah. So, and now we only have Arcanist Doan left. Any more bookers? No. No more bookers. Okay, Arcanist Doan. He has...
You will not defile these mysteries.
Wanna... Yeah, oh, he does an Arcane Explosion. That does... Not a lot. Oh yeah, 72 damage. Okay. So basically a classic Arcane Explosion. It does no damage. Does some melee, so having shield block up. Still useful with the Thorns ability. There's a Silence cast on one member. I can't cast spells like... I don't know. Demo Shout. Who knows?
Burn in righteous
And now we
fire.
have Detonation. How much does Detonation do? 400 damage, so like 600, like 500-ish. It used to be able to really one-shot people. And what you'd have to do is, while you cast, it doesn't move. So you actually have to run out the room and break line of sight. It's not like location-based. If you want to dodge it, you actually have to run out the room and line of sight it. It's kind of like the... I don't have a good analogy. But anyway, that is... What? 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 Item level 21. What? Wait, what? I'm sorry, what? Okay, this contains the key, which I can't pick up because I already have it in the bank somewhere. That... There's the Ice Crown Frozen Throne. There's the Form of Scourge. Read that. Okay. Dead Man's Hand. It's a... Is that a world drop? But why is it item level 21? Why is it item level 21 when it's a world drop? I'll figure it out. Anyway, very important to note about these dungeons. They respawn. They are not like the new post-kata dungeons. Well, most of the post-kata dungeons. I think BRD has respawns, some others. You will get respawns, especially on Armory, where you just take forever to slog through because it's just so much. There will be respawns, and even here you can have respawns quite easily. I'm not sure if I was quick enough, but I remember on the first run through it was just in time for the first hallway to respawn. Let's have a look. No, yeah, there we go. There's the respawns. There's the respawns. So I'm gonna actually kill them, I think. Okay, thank you for not. Okay, you're not healing anyone. Sorry, it's not happening. Yeah, the respawns will happen, and we'll see that actually next week on Dungeon Delving when we tackle at least Armory. Depends on how long it takes. I've been alright in slot. Matter of fact, I'm still alright in slot. This has been Dungeon Delving, Old Scarlet Monastery, Library, and Graveyard. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.